Heather, can we talk about standoff westerns?
No, we can't.
What?
This is my episode.
Oh, boy.
You always start these Bottled and Bond Wars episodes with movie references that no one understands.
Wait, you think Rocky's obscure?
I didn't say that. Today, I'm introducing this battle with one of the most epic standoffs in cinematic history.
Oh, you mean the good, the bad, and the ugly?
Still no. I am talking about a true street battle. No rules. One that outshines the Jets and the Sharks, the Montagues and the Capulets, the Hatfields and the McCoys.
We finally get to talk about The Godfather.
Still no. I'm talking about the Bellas versus the Treblemakers.
What?
Finally, a reference B doesn't get. You hear that? That's the sound of a Gen X rock star getting their wings.
You just hated on Kurt Cobain.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the ultimate acapella showdown between the boys and the girls.
I'm definitely lost at this
I know
point.
you are, and it thrills me to no end.
Okay.
It's all about Becca Mitchell, a freshman at Barton University, who reluctantly joins an all-female a cappella group called the Barton Bellas. She's trying to make her dad happy. She really just wants to go to LA and live out her music-producing fantasies. So the Bellas are struggling with outdated song choices. They're stuck back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, all the power divas. And so Becca introduces some new modern arrangements, some modern music, kind of some new with the old. Causes some conflict, but eventually they kind of find their way. And then they go up against the Treblemakers in the national competition. And ultimately they win. And Becca gets the boy.
With the song from the 80s, Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds.
I told you it was a new versus old. And there's a really cute boy meets girl story behind that song choice.
I definitely need a drink.
What's up, B?
What's up, Heather?
Tonight we have two Bottled and Bond bourbons going head to head to find out which one hits the high notes and which one falls flat.
Can we please end the pitch perfect reference?
Absolutely not. But we can thank our viewers for joining us. And if this is your first time here, first welcome. And why not join our ACA group by clicking on the thumbs up button and the subscribe button below.
I don't know what I did in a former life to deserve this, but I need another drink.
Previously on Tortured Bourbon.
I must break you.
What does this have anything to do with bourbon? While B enjoys purgatory, remember to check out our socials in the description below, and don't forget our merch store on our website.
If you really want to help us out, number one, come get me out of this episode. Number two, share the story with a friend. Just hit the share icon and send it to a couple of pals. We're completely self-funded. The best thing you can do to help us out is to grow our subscriber base. So really, thank you. Just hit share.
Now back to our ACA sing-off.
I can't believe I agreed to this.
You did, though. In our previous episodes, we've had some super fierce showdowns. Holiday Soft Red versus Whiskey Row, Heaven Hill versus 1792, Southern Star versus Bardstown, and our most recent episode, Fishers versus Sagamore.
Yeah, and we highly encourage you, if you missed those, to check those links at the end. They're very informative, and they're all really good. They're all really good.
They're excellent. After our 8th episode, we will take our top 8 winners, and we will have an Elite 8 showdown to crown the champion.
Just a reminder, we taste all of our competitors blind. Thanks to our lovely and talented Aussie, Katie, my wife. We rank them on our soon-to-be famous scale, and then we pick a winner.
That's right, and then Katie is going to reveal our champion.
So let's meet our contestants tonight.
I'm so proud of you for using like a show tunes reference.
Hold on. Better.
It's not that bad.
First, representing the great state of Tennessee, we have the one, the only, Jack Daniel's Bonded. This 100 proof beauty, according to its website, is aged in select barrels for added depth and character, delivering notes of caramel, Rich oak, spice with a pleasant, lingering finish. Folks, the name is Jack Daniels. We're not living in obscurity here.
No, we are not. And our contestant in the opposite corner is also very well known.
Absolutely.
It's from a different source, though. We have Kirkland Bottled and Bond. And in case you've been living under a rock, Kirkland is Costco's brand. Now, in 2021, Costco released their signature line of Kentucky bourbons, sourced from Barton. Unlike other Barton products, though, Kirkland actually discloses the mash bill. So we have 74% corn, 18% rye, and 8% barley.
Both are around $29. They're both very budget friendly. However, just as a reminder, you'll see that this bottle's a little bigger than the other one for the price. And you'll need a Costco membership in a state that's friendly to ABCs. I'm looking at you, Delaware.
That's right.
To purchase this. And there you can even get it on a Sunday. Yeah.
What kind of blasphemy is that? Now, before we taste, let's review our very soon to be world famous tasting scale.
For those bourbons, and we've had one, which is the best of the best, we call that
Cock of the walk.
For bourbons that are almost there, that are amazing.
Hush your mouth.
Hush your mouth. If it's an everyday sipper, tried and true, never going to let you down, not average.
That dog will hunt.
That dog will hunt. But if you got to add a little something, maybe a little Coke, a little Sprite.
Bless your heart.
Bless you. That's
Bless
right.
Your heart.
But what are we trying to avoid on this show?
Piddling.
Piddling. We've
only had one.
piddling, and we're going to avoid that at all tastes. So look, we've got our contestants blind. We've been informed we need palate cleansers.
We do need palate cleansers.
So we've introduced our palate cleansers. I'm going to set my Old Elk double wheat to the side.
I'm going to surrender mine too.
Yep. And now?
Let's start.
Let's start.
Number one.
Number one.
All right. Let's do our swirl.
We've got that.
I'm smelling my arm. I'm clearing my...
Your nasal palate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We've got that dark amber color.
All
Okay.
right.
What are you getting?
Smells like bourbon.
Go! What's your sole purpose in this army?
To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant.
That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard.
No, seriously. I mean, it's just...
You're right. So the complexity of aromas isn't as much as some of the others that we've smelled and tasted.
Just smells like a good bourbon.
Smells like bourbon.
There's not a huge ethanol smell. I mean, I want to be clear. There's no ethanol smell.
Mm-mm. But I'm also not getting a lot of different smelling.
Just a nice clean caramel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's not bad.
It's good. It's got a nice spice at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet up front, spice in the end. It's not burning going down the throat.
No.
Oh, there's a nice aftertaste.
The caramel carries through.
Yeah. That's solid.
It's not my favorite bourbon I've ever tasted, but it's not at all my least favorite.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, it's solid.
Like you said, I do have a little bit of ethanol, but not terrible.
Not terrible. Goes away quick.
There's a sweet taste there that's not just caramel that I'm trying to identify.
But what it does at the end, there's this nice finish. I guess that's oak.
It's got a little oak, but it's also got a sweetness.
Yep. Cleans nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Plays well with others.
It does not burn on the way down.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't turn it down.
No. And for $20-some,
yeah, whichever
it's a
one,
solid
$29. It's
this would hold up great in a cocktail.
yeah,
100
proof,
absolutely. $29.
smooth.
Call it a day.
All right, now we have to eat a cracker.
We do.
We've
We were
been
informed by an article recently that we should be cleansing our palate between bourbons.
All right, so this has a very similar color.
Mm-hmm. It's maybe a tidbit lighter. Maybe it's exactly the same.
Your eyesight's better than mine. That's what it's like.
Remember, females are better at tasting. They're also better at seeing.
I'm getting the same notes.
Hold on. Wow, those smell incredibly similar.
Now, we know they're not made by the same folks.
Not even remotely.
I mean, they literally say on the bottle, Barton.
One is Barton.
and one is Jack Daniels.
That's right.
So they're not even in the same state.
Honestly, I'm almost getting a tobacco smell and taste in this one.
Oh, that's good.
Do you see what I'm saying, though, with the tobacco? Try it again.
Oh, that's good.
I want you to taste what I taste. See if you get a smell and a taste of tobacco there.
That's good.
I like this one.
I like that one too.
I do. So again, same with the first one. The aroma is not super complex.
This is
it
not
smells
a
like
cocktail.
bourbon.
This is a drink.
Yeah. Oh, this is a sipper.
This is good. Okay, so what are you getting?
Okay.
Okay, you said tobacco.
I'm getting
I can
tobacco.
go with tobacco. I can go with tobacco. I don't get the burn. I get more burn in the first one.
I got more caramel, though, in the first one. I don't get caramel in this one.
That's really good.
I like it. I'm a fan.
I'm going to have to get more descriptive.
Yeah. It's hard to describe, though, because I'm not getting as many isolated tasting notes.
I mean, the pepper's there at the end, but it's not overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It's finished smooth. There's no burn towards the end going down. I do get some oak. I get where you're saying tobacco.
Yeah. It's okay if you don't.
No.
Be me.
No. I get tobacco. But they do smell the same.
They smell so similar.
They smell, but they taste very different.
All right, I'm going to do a...
All right.
They taste very different.
They do. But I'm a fan of number 2.
Number 2 is definitely my favorite out of the two. So to employ our ranking system, because I think it's very apt here.
What did you just put down?
This is number 2.
That's number 2?
This is number 1. I didn't mess up our order.
No, you didn't. No, I'm just... Well, number 2 wins.
Yeah, I think we're both very clear in number 2 wins.
I think there's some sweetness on number 2 that you're not getting.
Let me try it again. Let me give it a go.
There's some sweetness there.
There's sweetness. It's just not as caramel.
Okay.
It's a different sweetness.
But there is sweetness.
To me, it's more of the corn variety of sweetness.
I
Whereas
mean, I can sip that.
this one has the first one has more of a distinct caramel spice, both. Whereas this one is just a little bit more mellow, a little bit more of the corn sweetness.
I don't see either of them as complex.
No.
But I can
especially compared to our other episodes.
Yeah, but I could sit and sip this. Number 2, I could sit and sip.
And that's why I was saying our ranking system to me is very apt this time, because for me, this is the definition of that dog will hunt.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
everyday sipper.
Yeah, and this will hush your mouth. And
whoa, you're doing number 1.
Not hush your mouth. Excuse me. This is bless your heart.
Okay, I was wondering.
I'm so sorry. This is bless your heart.
Yes, but not bless your
bad
heart in a way of this one to me is perfect for a cocktail.
Yeah. I mean, this is for the price point, whichever one of these.
It's perfect.
And if somebody chooses to sip it,
right,
they're not going to be disappointed.
No. But for me, it's a bless your heart because I personally would add something to it.
Yeah.
This is not one I would choose to sit and sip on.
But at its price point, we could sit this on the bar and say,
have at it. If you want to add Coke, if you want to make a whiskey sour, you want to make an old fashioned, have at it.
And the proof means it's going to hold up.
Absolutely.
I mean, we've learned that. All right.
But the second one, that dog will hunt for me. I could sit and sip that.
Absolutely. I'll go with you. That dog will hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is not hush your mouth.
No.
And it ain't cock of the walk, but it's good. I mean, it'll be on rotation. It'll be out there when we're having our gatherings.
It'll sit there.
It'll sit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, when we have our gatherings, B has started labeling the different bourbons. You can mix this. Don't you dare mix this, and do with this what you will.
Yep.
So, all right. So we have some choices to make. We've ranked it, but now we need to pick our winner, which I think we've clearly decided number 2. Number 2 is absolutely a winner, and then let's take our guesses. I think that's the Jack Bonded. What do you think, B?
I want to make sure it's clear. Kirkland Kirkland is a really Costco. Well, they're Kirkland brands. I mean, they're wines that they do an amazing job.
We don't want the Costco powers that be coming after us.
I'm gonna guess Jack Daniels just because.
Yeah.
No, to be clear, I'm not a huge fan of just drinking Jack Daniels.
No.
We've done episodes before. There's a reason that Jack and Coke is the entry level.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, since our episode, I've listened to some other podcasts and some other shows where they go back and they're asking people, what was your first thing? You know what they're all referencing?
Jack Daniels.
They're referencing Jack and Coke.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a standard that sets there.
Absolutely.
But what gets me about Jack Daniels is that it's 80 proof, right? So it's a good entry level. You throw it in a Coke. I'm interested to see if this is the 100 proof Jack Daniels. I'm interested.
I think it is.
If it's not, it just won't be.
And I have a feeling
what that means?
We're
We're driving all the way back to Delaware.
But at least we're in agreement. We both think that
right.
this is the Jack Bonded, and we think that this is the Kirkland. But either way, number 2 wins for us.
Straight out of the Gold Coast, the Thunder from Down Under.
Our awesome
my
producer,
favorite
Katie.
Aussie.
For my Parks and Rec fans, gotcha.
We will pull out the world map and speculate wildly.
Oh God, not the gotcha dancers. Betcha, gotcha, get away with ya. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Number 2 is the Kirklands.
Okay, Costco, I see you.
Look at that.
Why would we ever doubt Costco?
Why would we ever doubt Costco?
That's that we did that at our peril.
We did.
We did. But hey, we are still 5 for 5 on agreeing on which one we like the best.
That's
so
true.
I'm going to take that as a win.
But look at $29 for that not small bottle.
We're going back. We're driving to whatever state is closest to us that we can buy that in Costco.
South Carolina.
We're there. We're going back to South Carolina.
They don't spend a lot thinking about
the bottle.
The bottle.
No, they kind of ripped off Evan Williams and they threw the Kirkland on there and they said, "Come at us.
Here's a big bottle.
Come at us, bro."
Here's a big bottle for $29.
That's Costco, and that's what everybody loves about Costco. Honestly, for the amount you get for what you pay, go grab it. If you're in a state where you can do that, go and pick it up. If you can be in
a state to go grab it.
I said if. We're not. But if you are, go and grab it. And look, the Jack Daniels, we should have known though. No disparagement against Jack Daniels, but stay in your lane, bro.
What's interesting is
stay in your lane. I feel like for us, Jack Daniels is always going to be a mixer.
But the 1792 did not win for us.
What does that have to... Oh, for the...
This is the Barton 1792. It didn't win for us.
But it was up against different competition.
It was up
against different competition.
Fair. But,
yeah.
It's a big bottle.
It's a big bottle for $29. So, clearly on this show, for Tortured Bourbon, Jack Daniels is a mixer. Jack Daniels knows what they're doing. We give them all the compliments in the world for being long-lasting and knowing what they're doing. But for us,
Jack Daniels
it's going to be a mixer.
Yeah. If we could have got our hands on this for bougie bourbons in a budget.
Oh, it would have been.
Check that show out. Because the minimum...
It still wouldn't have beaten my...
But the minimum here, interesting enough, the minimum on that was $19.99 for a fifth, right?
Mm-hmm. You're right.
All right. So, and the winner was $24.99 for a fifth.
Mm-hmm.
This is more.
That's more in volume.
Yes. This is more in volume.
It's not going to beat my benchmark.
No.
In taste.
But it's going to beat it in
size.
In size and in price.
You're exactly right.
Significantly.
You're exactly right.
So if you're putting this out, if you're in a state where you can find this.
Put it out.
Put it out.
So
we got our winner.
So we have our winner, which is the Costco Kirkland. And now before we close out, it's time for some trivia.
Yep.
All right.
This has nothing left.
I was surprised that was the correct choice for you guys. Or the winner, I guess, would be the better way of putting it. All right. So, you guys...
do love a price club, though. Producer Ryan, you love a price club.
I do enjoy a membership club. All right. So, true false. You guys were just talking about the Costco. Just true false. I couldn't really find a ton of info. So total number of Costco warehouse stores in the United States and Puerto Rico.
Oh gosh.
Numbers more than 750. True or false?
You said in the United States and Mexico?
And Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Okay.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I'm pretty sure there's no Costco's in Mexico.
More than 750.
No.
No. I'm going to go with false.
Correct. It is less than, it's 619 though.
Oh, okay.
So,
Woo.
yeah. All right. Moving on to general trivia. You guys mentioned the Pitch Perfect movies, much to B's dismay. Which of these three songs was not featured? Zombie by the Cranberries, Dirt Off Your Shoulder by Jay-Z, or Live Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw?
In all three movies? In a riff-off.
Yes. Just in the riff-off scenes.
Zombie by Cranberries.
That is incorrect. It is actually Dirt Off Your Shoulder by Jay-Z. That was not in any of the riff-off scenes.
I can't remember the zombies because I love that
You
song.
know, when the world ends,
This is the way the world ends.
when the world ends, and nice reference, but not with a bang but a whisper.
Mm-hmm.
When the world ends, and the aliens find our artifact, if they find anything that had to do with Pitch Perfect, they will annihilate everything that we were about, and they will make sure that no other species ever knows that we exist.
Can we move on to the third trivia question?
All right. Anyway, last question.
I am in Hades. Where is my coin to give to the guy who
Oh,
crosses
it is
the river?
not that serious.
All right. Which of the last question is always a sports related question? Which of the Jack Daniels, you guys referenced.
heard of him.
Jack, yeah, was the official spirit of the National Basketball Association from 2017 to 2020. Unfortunately, they did not renew their contract in 2020.
Oh, you mean spirit, as in the drink?
Yes, sorry, spirit.
The spirit.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, the spirit, the official spirit of the NBA.
The spirit.
Spirit?
The spirit of the NBA.
Spirit of the NBA.
Yes, the spirit of the NBA.
In 2020, they decided not to renew their contract with the NBA. Which spirit replaced them as the official sponsor? Aviator Gin, Smirnoff Vodka, or Hennessy?
Hennessy.
Hennessy is correct.
Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this bad boy up.
I'm out of bourbon. So hand us our pre-tasting glasses. They have a little bit. All right.
Straight from Old Elk.
So
double
y'all,
wheat.
cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.